Oh, I think they're supposed to just be statues.
Oh, okay.
Like prisoners
They look
chained.
like the skin that goes around the thumb and the nail, just like two thumbs ups.
Ah, yeah, it is.
I can't unsee it.
Nope, I can't either now. Forget what... All right, we continue with some even more of Castlevania or Circle of the Moon. Whoops, I knew that was gonna happen.
I was like,
nah. Let's not talk about Order of the Moon. That's my fan game.
Fan game.
Sometimes I think about like if going through all these Castlevanias, should I include my fan game or just be like, eh?
I think it depends.
Because like, I don't hate it. I actually like it in some aspects more than Fantasy Forever because it was like the next game. So it was like learning from that.
So would
it's not.
Would it be a copyright issue if we did a playthrough of it?
Not necessarily, because the game's existence is a copyright issue. And so far, like, me putting it available for download would be something that would agitate the parent company more than just like someone doing a playthrough of it.
Okay. Because I was going to say, that's, for me, like, that's the big thing. Like, will you get in trouble with, like, Konami or
at most,
the creators?
At most, we'll get, like, that's our music tag.
Okay.
Like, but they could easily do that with this playthrough because at the end of the day, it's still their music.
Right.
Like, it's just a playthrough, but whether it's a fan game or not, it's not people that are tagging this stuff. It is an AI programmed to detect this stuff.
Right.
To the point where, like, there's even cases where someone gets the permission of, like, yes, you can use this copyright.
But
the AI will still be like, and you have to then contact the company to be like, hey, I still got flagged. And someone says, shit, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hang on. Like, you still have to communicate it.
Absolutely.
Because that happens, like, quite frequently to where it's just like, what the hell?
Well,
I got permission from the company to do this video, and I still got flagged.
Well, I know that's why, like, you can use so many seconds of, like, audio. But, like, people will flip the image.
Yeah.
They'll put, like, a sound on top of the music.
No, that's absolutely right.
And to me, honestly, I feel like that's appropriate because then they're not claiming that it's theirs.
Right.
And it's not copyable.
Yeah. So far, like, Shorts has kind of, like, nullified a lot of that. Because, like, if it's music, all right, they know the song. They'll link the song in the short.
Yeah.
Be like, this is the song that's used here. There's a lot of songs that are just...
Well, and I think for the shorts that you add your music to, they have, like, permissions to use those songs.
Yep, there's those
which
songs
is why
that
you can find some songs and not others.
Because the songs that you can use from the library, they have permissions.
Right.
So, like, you don't have to go through the extra work. Whereas if you put another song that maybe doesn't have the permissions, that might be different.
Yeah.
But also, like, for the most part, you want to keep your shorts around, like, the 15-second range.
Right.
So if you're only playing 15 seconds of a song, you'd have to be with, like, a real grump or a greedy individual to be like, hey, I don't want you using that.
I think...
But it could also be the message, because that's another big thing, too. Because I remember that happened with, like, political rallies. Artists were just like, nah, you're not using my song.
Yeah. Because I also think it's the intent in which you're using the music. So it's like, I know for us, a lot of the time, well, most of the time, 99% of the time, and any time we can, we give credit to something that's not ours.
Yeah.
So, like, if we're using an image that's not a free-to-use image, or, you know, a link or a story or something that's not ours, we're crediting where we found it or whose it is. And that's in times of, like, oh, I pulled a picture off the internet.
Honestly, I could do even better. Because, like, sometimes I, like, credit, like, in broad statements, like, this is not... I do not own this. This is used by X, Y, and Z. But even then, I'm not really specific. Like, I don't credit every single picture I use as an edit.
Right.
So, I can always do better. But I also don't know, like, if there's a rule for that or not. Because most don't really care, and then some do. So, it's just, like, you kind of, like, have to play with it and see what happens.
Well, I know, like, again, if I saw someone was, like, using my artwork and they weren't crediting me or crediting me as the artist or claiming it as theirs, I would be pissed. Now, I'm not a known artist, so I would be just happy if I was credited.
Yeah.
But, like, if I was a known artist and had a big following
Yeah.
and someone just took my art, I'd be like,
if it was an
take that
artwork or
shit
something
down.
someone actually made, I'd be sure to, like, credit someone. But, like, I don't know who originally made the memes of, like, let's read memes.
Yeah.
I don't have enough extensive research because memes are just sporadic. They just...
Right.
I don't know how who owns a meme, really. And
I
could do the
know.
research, but...
I don't know that memeing, though, is creditable.
Right.
Because, like, the owner of that meme will get paid regardless.
Okay. Again, I'm just guessing.
Especially the way that, like, we utilize the meme. Because I'm not going in and changing anything on the format of the meme.
Okay.
You know? So, when we use it, I literally pull it from...
But it's also
where I
more
found
of
it.
me asking, like, the community. It's just like,
Yeah,
would
how
you
do
feel
you
better
credit that?
if I credited the pictures and the memes I use? Or is it something that you don't really give much thought about? I don't know. It's kind of like a question, like, from a creator to a creator, because everybody makes videos.
Oh, yeah.
And not everybody can use 100% their content. Some people edit or have commentary. That's where fair use comes into play.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So anyways, with all that tangent and all of that happened just because I said the title of the game wrong, we found the next area, which is the underground gallery. This is a very short area, but it's frustrating because we have an onslaught of enemies that give you status effects.
Ew.
A lot of enemies here can poison you. A lot of enemies here can petrify you. Ah, crap.
These are like weird little brain stems.
Yep. And again, you can use them as platforms, or you can keep them from moving if you freeze them with your frozen whip, or if you freeze them with your stone whip.
Okay.
But what I'm just going to try to do, see, just like that, and right before it crumbles, haha, there we go. Another thing about the underground gallery, there's a lot of bugs. Like right now we're just dealing with brain floats and whites. But we're going to be dealing with some nasty insectoids as well.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant bugs, like things that aren't working functionally the way that they should.
No. There actually isn't too many bugs in this game unless you like really tamper with.
That's why I was like,
the card
oh, okay. So this
combinations.
must be like, you know, the last part that they tried and like didn't quite get the testing it needed. It has a lot of bugs.
No, it has like insects. Like you're going to see a wide variety of insects in this area. And the vast majority of them are poisonous.
Okay.
They are poisonous, pesky insects. But for now, I'm just dealing with the old harpies. They're not too bad. These guys can get a little annoying, the specters. They come from like every single angle. Oh, nice, save room. Woohoo! And I will preface that the boss of this area, for as short as it is perhaps the hardest boss in the game, with the exception of the final boss.
Oh.
This is a excruciating and difficult battle.
Okay.
This is when the game, and your cue is the boss theme changes.
Oh.
So like that. Dum, dum,
That's
dum,
when
dum,
you
dum,
know
dum,
you're
dum,
like,
dum,
oh
dum,
no,
dum,
that's
dum.
a different song.
Yeah, that's when you know shit got real, because it's just like, oh, this is the hard ass boss song. See, Death Mantis, and that's a killer moth up there. The killer moth gives like little like poison dust.
It's Mothman.
King Moth, I'm sorry. Death Mantis and King Moth.
Isn't it like Mountain Dew and Doritos or something? Like get your Mountain Dew and Doritos for Mothman.
Oh, maybe. That does sound familiar.
I know it's Mountain Dew for sure, but it's like a weird, like junk food.
Okay. Combo. But I also have a theory in relation to the boss of like why this area is the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll share it when we actually show off the boss.
Okay.
But like I have like a little headcanon. Oh god, Killer Bee, these things suck. So immediately they hone in on you and their sting is poisonous. You have to be quick because they are lightning fast. What I like to do is kind of like inch toward the screen until I see them in the far distance, and then I go for the kill.
Okay.
Because it's once you're a certain distance, it hones in on you.
Right.
But like you can still like see how it's not attacking me yet. It's just
right.
waiting.
You're not in its like
But
attack
there it comes.
box.
Yep. I received the Diana card, and that screwed me up. I grabbed the card and left myself open for an attack. So all these antidotes I'm basically going to use in this part.
Killer bees are insane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if it was
But
like,
this is cool because now I can fire a projectile, and it's very similar to Adventure Rebirth.
Okay.
Damn it. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like a documentary YouTube video or where I saw it, but I was watching and apparently killer bees, one will sting you and it releases a scent that alert all of the other bees, and that's when they swarm.
Ugh.
But I remember like always being taught like, oh, if bees start to swarm you, jump in water. Because they won't go in the water.
Yo, some of them are waiting for you,
with
though.
like Africanized killer bees can swim.
Oh my god.
So they will attack you in the water.
See, I always thought they were just waiting and be like, you gotta come up for air eventually.
Yeah. And then the ones that don't go in the water just wait for you to come up.
Yep. I knew that.
Like, I was just like, holy shit.
That happened. It wasn't killer bees, but like I had a friend over and we were getting ready to go into the pool. And for one reason or another, he stepped in a ground bee nest.
Ooh.
And it chased him and he jumped into the pool and he went under and I could still see the cloud of them
just waiting.
hovering above.
Yeah.
So we like started just like kind of spraying and swatting and eventually they calmed the fuck down.
Yeah. That's...
Because, like, it was funny, but at the same time, I was just like, oh, maybe we should do something.
I would love to educate people about bees.
Mm-hmm.
Just because people will
Don't
see, like...
eat the bee.
Oh, why did he eat the bee? Well, because people will see a honeybee and be like, oh my god, it's a bee, it's a bee. And I'm like, dude, that honeybee is not going to sting you because it doesn't want to die.
Okay, this is where the boss is, but I am not prepared.
Okay.
There's a couple little secrets I want to gain. I want to see if I can gain at least a level or two.
Okay.
And, yeah. So that's where the boss is. Again, it didn't take long to get to the boss because this is not a big area. No, that is a poison mist that it is.
No, in the background.
All right. We'll have to... Right now, I'm going to the save room.
Okay. I was going to say, it looked like two...
I'm dying!
It looked like two thumbs.
2 thumbs. All right, I'll bite.
Like 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs.
Oh, I think they're supposed to just be statues.
Oh, okay.
Like prisoners
They look
chained.
like the skin that goes around the thumb and the nail. Just like 2 thumbs ups.
Ah, yeah, it is.
I can't unsee it.
Nope, I can't either now. Forget what I said. They are now thumbs. Well, shit. There's a lot of, like, there's this whole, like, Reddit about, like, what I thought the sprite was and what the sprite actually is. And I'm just like, my life has been a lie. Because you see these and it's just like, oh, that's the face. And then you see the artwork and you're just like, oh, that's the face.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whoops. And, like,
I mean,
some of them are kind of funky. Others are kind of funny. Damn it.
That was the whole chicken leg potion bottle fiasco.
Oh, from J Monius's Arcanion.
It's like, are we sure those aren't chicken legs?
Woohoo, we did it.
There's blood all over the walls.
Mm-hmm. Ready for everyone. Careful. God, I hate these things. Everything poisons you. I've been conserving all of those antidotes for this moment here.
That's just like, so in my research that I've been doing for chickens that I probably will never have because I'm ADHD and I don't know if I'd be able to care for them.
I was yesterday when I learned that chickens purr.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
But anyways.
But I was learning, like, I always just thought, like, oh, chickens eat, like, chicken feed. Mm-hmm. That's what they would eat, kind of like bird seed, but for chickens. And come to find out, that chickens eat more than just like chicken feed. They require fruits and vegetables and proteins, and
oh boy,
they can't have like certain things because just like dogs and cats, like it's just not good for them. They can't digest it. But that they also should be eating very small marble chips.
Oh.
Because what it will do is get stuck in their gizzard, like the neck part, and it helps them grind their food better so that it digests better.
So they're similar to like crocodiles and like swallowing rocks.
Yeah, to digest their food better.
Yeah, to help digest. That's interesting.
But like, I was looking at all the different kinds of treats that they make for chickens, and it's so freaking adorable. They take like little donut molds and put corn, canned corn, just juice and all into these little donut molds and freeze them for hot days for the chickens to peck at to get the little frozen corn kernels.
Wow.
It's so cute. It's also good for them to eat egg yolks.
Oh, okay.
Not the whites of the eggs, but just the yolk.
Just the yolk. Okay. Wow, yeah. I've been thinking chickens were just very simple.
No, they can have watermelon.
There's layers.
They can have...
Oh, I got a hard ring.
Almost all of the melons, but they can't have like potato peels or like seeds. So like they can have apples, but they can't eat the apple seeds.
Okay.
They can have rice, but only if it's cooked.
My God, picky.
Like, I was just like,
am I a chicken?
These chickens, man, are living it up.
I am a family of chickens. We are very picky eaters.
They, if you give them like expired yogurt, not rotten yogurt, but just like yogurt that's gone sour.
Okay.
Apparently they lay like twice the amount of eggs. They really like yogurt.
Huh.
And dairy.
Chicken facts, everybody.
It's insane. And they purr, and it's freaking adorable. They also are prone to just tipping over flat on their face.
Oh my God. That video of like that owl
Oh
who
my
like
God.
had his like feet banded. And he's like, we're going to make sure she doesn't flap her wings. We don't want her to get hurt. And we're just going to place her down.
And she just face plants.
And you
I
can
love
just
the
imagine
face
the owl's like, why me, Lord?
I just love the face that it gives, like, when they're like, oh, whoops-a-daisies, and they, like, put her back upright, and she, like, turns her little head and just glares at them like, motherfuckers, like, I'm over here doing my goddamn best, and you just let me fall flat on my face.
I dent my beak. What's nice about the death mantis is even though he too, ouch, has a deadly attack, he's relatively slow. So it's just get out of the range of his...
I'm sorry, but did you just say he?
Oh, would a praying mantis that big be a female?
Yes.
Okay.
Killer female mantises.
She is a killer female mantis. I apologize.
You know that about praying mantises, right?
Yes, they're similar to black widows. Like, they're bigger,
The females
and they will
mate and then kill their mate.
Decapitate
Unless-
their husband.
I did find out, and it's the same for spiders and praying mantises, whatever, plural praying mantis, that if the male brings the female food.
Egypt. Mufasians. God damn it. Egyptians. Son of a bitch.
Oh my God, that guy's so funny.
I'm sorry, continue.
But if the males bring the females food, they get to live.
So basically, that is the Animal Kingdom version of, like, the TikTok of the guy just throwing snacks and the woman going...
Where it's like, my girlfriend's on her period, and he's like, there's a K-Cat bar, and you just see, like, this hand reach out from under the blankets.
And when she's satisfied, she changes
like,
the
flips
angry
the
octopus into the happy octopus. And basically, the boyfriend's like, whew, I don't get my head bit off today. That's basically what the mantis is like. It's like, if I bring her food, she won't eat me.
It's amazing how many women, like, pretend to not want to eat. Like, go out to dinner. Oh, I'll just have a salad. Thanks, I'll just have a salad.
No, like, women
And then, like...
have that black widow / mantis in them.
Oh,
Every woman has it.
But it's
and we
so
need
funny
to not
like,
underestimate it because, like...
Because it's like first date. Oh, I'm a salad, please. And then, like, 3 years together, be like, bitch, I will cut you if you take my potatoes. Like, what? I thought you only wanted a salad.
Like, when you get fries for her, even though she says she's not hungry, and she takes some
get
of
the
your fries, that is basically her sparing your life.
Yes, you've brought her food
You've
and
given
get
her
to
the
live.
fry tax in exchange for some of your blood.
Oh, my goodness. My mom and dad used to do that for Halloween. They told us we had to pay a candy tax. So, like, when we'd get home, they would, like, have us all spread all of our candy out, and then they each would go through and, like, pick out what they wanted from our candy and be like, well, you have to pay the candy tax.
Right. Aw. But, word to the wise, folks. Like, every woman is
Give her
capable
food.
of being a mantis
Just
or a black widow.
find out what their favorite snack is and just have it.
And if you want to know how to survive, look up healthy relationships of a black widow spider.
Yeah.
and a praying
Just
mantis.
there you go. Provide her with snacks. You can't go wrong with bringing snacks. I love it whenever I tell you I have a bad day and then I come downstairs and there's sour gummy worms and I'm like, he cares.
Oh, here she comes.
Oh, here she comes.
Because it's a man-eater. That's the name of the plant. Alright, you guys. Damn you. Damn you. Every time you just get your little sting in. And, like, what sucks is, like, it's not an enemy that, like, can attack you multiple times. It just needs one sting and it did its job.
Yeah.
It's like, you're poisoned. And it'll literally fly off. It's like,
away into
that's
the
all I
distance.
need from you. All right, there is a health upgrade.
Well,
I'm
if
going to
it's-
take it, and then we are going to call it apart. In the next episode, you're going to see the boss, who's excruciating, because this level is pretty
This is
excruciating.
excruciating.
Yeah. We'll see you then.
Toodles.